Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, word. This is the Rastafarian International Ambassador. And I'm here today to touch on a few topics. I was removed from the Globalization Council run by Rastafarian. I'm not saying your name properly. Excuse me for that. And I was also removed from the Ancient Council of Nayabingi under the instruction of such man. Now I am restated on the Ancient Council of Nayabingi, but I am not posting anything personally on the Ancient Council. That's all. However, I am followed by quite a few one-on-one that is on the Ancient Council, and they are now putting what they deem necessary on the Ancient Council platform. Give thanks for that. I have just listened to the brethren called Restructuring broadcast checking such man. Yesterday I heard such man, not that I'm publicizing the business or anything, but such man need to censors himself more carefully. The brethren June amigos remove a sister that was actually making herself become overbearing. While she was doing that, I had reached out to her, and me and her had a eye reasoning to the point that she's asking me to make certain recommendations to June amigos for her. But I have not done so, and I will not do that, because I am not here to take side in any Rasta affair. The reason why I'm draw this out now to everyone's attention is that I'm endorsing what Rastafarian said just now in his message. I refuse. I'm not going to publish Rastafarian message because that's an in-house message, and I endorse it. Now, in one of my recent broadcasts, I speak about being codified. Yeah. And Mama Desta also endorsed being codified. So when you hear I speak, I have not disregard the issue of collective security. I am not here speaking loosely. No. Collective security is always for surety. So if I take something from the Asian Council platform and publish it on my platform, I am doing that with the uttermost security. And that's why I emphasize that we should not make loose broadcasts without taking responsibility for what we are saying. I am not an invisible person, so you can see me, I'm here talking, I am the badass. Now, to address such man is taking issue because Juna Negos have removed the sister. And he's saying that Juna Negos should have allowed a sistering to try calm the sister. But a sistering did try to intervene, and that didn't go well. But that's not my concern. My concern is such man. You had Empress J to remove High when it was you who had problem with High. Yeah, that's why I'm not speaking to you right now, because you're a little girl. I'm not taking back my talk. You're a little girl. I don't know about no girl where we wear frock, man where we wear frock. You know, you're a frock boy. Yeah. That's how me feel about you. Because you're not man enough. Now you tell June and Ego same should I make the daughter them do it. But when you have a problem with me, it's a daughter you make disrespect I. Yeah. So you have to know what you do and balance yourself and know if you're a man or you're a boy or you're a girl. Yeah. Anyway, we're done with you. Respect goes out to Rastafarian. Like I said, I am taking responsibility for all that I'm putting down. Yeah. Now, here is a few issues that I would like to put the spotlight on. Now, EWF is now putting its house in order. And it is now blaming the looseness that is going on in the Ethiopian World Federation Incorporated, that it started in Jam 1. And that is so correct. So let me shed some light now, because I just say a badass, you know, I'm not holding a secret, you know. Many years ago, I came across a book which is a Jacobin production. Many of you read that, so you never know what I'm talking about now. But the book that I'm talking, it's a Jacobin production. And it is called False. It is called False Nationalism and False Internationalism. And many of you Rastafarian fall in that category. Yeah. No for no, and music will not follow. Music. Artists will not follow and I say on a Rasta. Now, let me break down what I'm talking about now. 40 odd years ago, there was a virgin called Obadiah out of London, Peckham. And him pick up himself and make history by walking from London to Ethiopia. Yeah, we never know about Obadiah. Now, Obadiah pick up himself and walk from London go to Ethiopia. Don't ask me how he do it, but he did it. And make history. And he died in Tashamale. Now, many years ago, I came across this book, as I said, False Nationalism and False Internationalism. Now, in that book, I read for the first time that Haile Selassie did not give Tashamale to Rastafari. Yeah, we can know these things. So all I want to pick up on yourself and got Tashamale done so under duress. Tashamale was not given to Rasta. Rasta just give about Tashamale and go, they go live as squatters. Yeah, every one of you squatters in the boat, they go squat. And that's why you get treated the way they get treated. Yeah. Certain truth, you don't know. So I'm going to tell you, I'm going to break it down to you now. Haile Selassie, I'm going to keep a talk about this information now. Somebody stole the Jacobin production from me. So out of my head, me I come now. But I tell you where the book name. Jacobin production. Jacobin is located somewhere in Flatbush. Yeah? And it's a book company named Jacobin. Yeah? And the book named False Nationalism and False Internationalism. Now, Tashamale, as far as I know, Marcus Garvey and Haile had a fallout and a dispute, but we now put the spotlight on that. At the time, Marcus Garvey had an army, World War I veteran. And in this book, it showed that the split, Marcus Garvey downfall, wasn't stemmed from the fraud case when they put against him. That's not what it stemmed from. It stemmed from the split when Marcus Garvey went on that campaign against His Majesty. He had banned his army from aiding Ethiopia. And his army break sanction, that it was a sanction that Marcus Garvey put for Ethiopia. So we never know. And his army, Marcus Garvey army, break his sanction and went and aid Ethiopia. It was also said, 1 minute, it was also said that Hitler, because me want to talk history a while and not just talk history upside down. Look at this book. This book is called Haile Selassie, The Formative Year between 1892 and 1936. Look at it again. In this book, Haile Selassie himself made a declaration of how much ammunition Hitler gave to him. Not Britain. Hitler is who armed His Majesty. Yeah? Haile Selassie, as a matter of fact, I'm going to read it out, how much, what Hitler gave to him because I have this thing a highlight. So I'm going to read it out. 1 minute. Here we go. I am now reading from Haile Selassie, the war, 1935 to 1936. And I'm reading from page 54 of this book. So I mean make it up this. In 1959, Haile Selassie told an astonished French newspaper that Germany had provided Ethiopia with the most assistance during the crisis. In early 1935, persistent rumors to that effect were regularly denied by Germany, although they were credible in terms of the long-standing Nazi-fascist antagonism over Austria. Berlin viewed the well crisis as an excellent opportunity to keep Italy involved in East Africa, while it worked for the Anschluss, the apparent Franco-Italian Internet of January 1935 made the strategy more compelling, and Germany immediately offered Ethiopia assistance, which Haile Selassie accepted in March when it becomes clear that collective security would not protect his empire. In July 1935, Ethiopian National David Hall, whose father was German, visit Berlin and asked for a loan of 3 million Reichsmark to purchase weapons. The request made it circus way to Hitler, who agreed to break the neutrality up to then officially maintained and to make funds available for the purchase of 10,000 Mansoura, 10 million cartridges, several hundred submachine guns and machine pistol, a few thousand hand grenades, a few planes, 30 anti-tank guns, and some field dressing. The Nazi regime acted after the German minister in Addis Ababa had assured Count Vinci that it was false and absurd for Italy to believe that Berlin would ever aid Ethiopia. Her Cutulot explained that he had been instructed to observe the most rigid neutrality, and he confined to his colleagues that great powers ought to show the greatest spirit of solidarity in face of people of color. The German supply found their way to Ethiopia through every possible access coming through Djibouti in Piana, creates more openly through British controlled port, and even by here, the arrival of such an excellent weaponry and munition merely point to the general inadequacy of Ethiopia arsenal. In fact, in face of the modern and well-armed Italian force, before which Haile Selassie could place only violent troops with limited resource. Now, on a hear what Germany had done to help His Majesty. But getting forward to the point, after His Majesty received such weaponry, the Ethiopian themselves couldn't handle these weapons. And it's the Marcus Garvey army that break sanction and went to Ethiopia and defend that. And this is why Sasha Mali was given to Black American and not I in Jamaica. Because none of we never got they got defend it. It was the Black American. Hence, Sasha Mali was given to the Black American. Now, after the war, Sasha Mali was there, dormant for some while, and Obadiah, again, is who walked from London, but squat. And since then, he opened the gate for all squatters to go, and Rasta say the land was given to them, which is a blatant lie. So now, let me let you know now who the rightful owner of Sasha Mali is. A reality we are dealing with, you know. And if you want to be a part of EWF, there is protocol that you have to follow in order to be a part of this thing, you know. So all who did I listen to reggae singer and jump the fence, like myself, yeah? Because when I want to show you, say Africa not a place where you can come talk about you, Peter Touch talk about, don't care where you come from, as long as you're a black man, you're an African. And that's how it works. You can't just pick up yourself and carry yourself to Africa and talk about you're African. It don't work so. There is protocol that you have to follow by laws that you have to engage in order to recycle forward. So, make you hear 1 minute. Make you hear all the rules and regulation set. Because most man thinks that this thing is a freestyle thing. So make you hear now how it's set. I mean, president of EWF.
Salam to Tainayas Talim, fraternal, Ethiopian fraternal greetings. Salam to Tainayas Talim. Here we'd like to share, approved by the constitutional members and the membership of the Ethiopian World Federation Incorporated, 1937, established August 25th, 1937. Here is a communication that we refer to as the Ethiopian World Federation Incorporated, members, constitutional members of the first unit of the constitutional local number 1, statement, position, and ethos. We refer to this as the position and ethos. As approved by the constitutional membership, July 30th, 2017. As part of the constitutional, worldwide constitutional membership attempt and ongoing process of restructuring the organization back to its original, its historical, legal, corporate, original foundation, building on the 1937 foundation, and therefore repairing the breach. So I, National President, here 2022. This recording is dated 11/30/2022, the 30th of November, 2022. And we are sharing here the position and ethos going forward. The subject of this documentation on behalf of the Ethiopian World Federation Incorporated and the members of the first unit of the Constitutional Local Number 1 Statement. It is subject titled as Position and Ethos Going Forward. And it was approved by the membership, the constitutional membership, on the 30th of July 30th, 2017. First part, recent challenges. The Ethiopian World Federation Incorporated has been experiencing a plague of individuals setting up separate companies, fraudulently using the organization's original name, which was incorporated August 25th, 1937. The public should not be deceived in this facade of companies that have registered at various dates with their own directorship/ownership since the 1990s. This culture started in Jamaica and New York in the early 1990s and has spread to parts of the USA, Africa, the Caribbean, and French territories. These entities, who are not legally attached to the Ethiopian World Federation Incorporated, are recruiting and fundraising with no accountability. Individuals have and continue to set themselves up as self-appointed life presidents, also give themselves titles, yet they have not been elected, duly elected, or mandated by the worldwide membership. Please let it be known that there are no special members with special status or privileges that set them apart or above other members. The public should be especially cautious of social media and do not send money to any source unless you are clear how your money will be used and accounted for. There have been an obsession with fake pseudo conventions, with very few individuals attending, claiming to represent locals, which no longer have an active membership base and or are totally inactive. Next section, moving forward, join the mission. The Ethiopian World Federation Incorporated is a membership organization. Members from all parts of the world are now coming together to fully participate in operating the organization constitutionally. Everywhere, individual members are joining the movement. New York, Los Angeles, Philadelphia, Hartford, Florida, Kingston, Montego Bay, St. Anne's, Birmingham, London, Paris, Ghana, and Ethiopia. With legal advice, we resolved to restructure the organization and centralize the worldwide membership under Article 5, Section 1. Section 1A, the first unit of the Ethiopian World Federation Incorporated in the city of New York shall be known as Local Number 1. Section 1B, the duly elected officers of Local Number 1 shall be the international officers, except the president, until a convention is called and international officers are duly elected. Therefore, there shall be no international president, only national president. Therefore, there shall be no international president until there is a fully constituted physical convention attended by fully functioning and compliant locals, legally compliant locals, not separate entities. The movement continues to grow. A process of restructuring is taking place, driving the organization back to its true nature and purpose, not to be seen as a religious or a one group organization, but an organization with a membership based on we, the Black peoples, willing to carry out the aims and objectives, and to operate with integrity and promote democratic principles. There will be no fraudulent rush to convention. The aim is to patiently bring all members worldwide together under one unit with one ethos and ensure that before any convention is called, we have real locals with real membership, with a minimum of 25 active members. Further, all aspects of the Constitution must be functional, i.e., for example, reports, standing committees and units, democratic functioning, and active grievance and disciplinary processes. It is important to recognize that the organization is not based on confederate groupings, but it is a membership of individuals in different localities with a solid federated front united in one, upholding and defending the Constitution and bylaws. Thereby, every member is held accountable. No longer will theft, fraud, or intimidation be tolerated. Until a convention is called with legitimate locals, all wedded into one administration, the worldwide membership will determine the direction and priorities of the organization. Join the movement. For further information, send an email, contact to office at the Ethiopian World Federation inc.com. Also, you can check out the official web-friendly webpage, official website, ethiopianworldfederation.org. That is ethiopianworldfederation.org.
Now you hear for yourself. The freestyle something they done. Yeah. Now you have to get yourself in harder and be a part of something. Gone are the days when you could have pick up yourself and talk about me a Rasta. And because me a Rasta, me can go Africa and me can do what I want to do. All of that now done. You have to know, but I repeat, because it was said from that time, and every day me hear it repeat, centralized and organized. A freestyle something there, I was a part of it. I put in a lot of work, only to find today that, for lacking a better word, I wasn't a part of nothing. Because every elder before me, a freestyle, Yeah. Let's talk about it, man. Talk real about the thing and stop We must stop, hug up the thing and go on like the thing are our own personal. But telling already says a black thing. Us and them. Ethiopian World Federation is something that was given to the black in America. And it's them never pick up it. But them have all the paperwork. The legal paperwork. To justify because they put in the work. Who you think that I shoot down Mussolini plane? You think I Ethiopian? A spear and harrow them in a fight with. I connection go up there from the Garvey connection. So even though that's why when His Majesty go, why you think when His Majesty go at Jamaica 66, the first place him asked me go was up a race course and go bow and salute to Garvey. Because His Majesty know, say regardless of where Garvey did a chat say, a theme army, yeah, come free Ethiopia. So, the days when a man just pack him suitcase, buy a ticket, and say him gone to Africa, them days they done. Now you have to go government to government. I'm telling you, so me that go, me go. A government to government thing, me to go in the pan, you know. So all who are run off them mouth to talk about badass this and badass that, you can go and chat. Because me was able to accomplish certain things because me was connected. Yeah. And what I have accomplished, it wasn't personal. Because I tell you, say that team of us was on the ground. Today, you see that tell a man say, out of that team that me alone alive today, you know. And a man I wonder why. I say, boy, when me see all the things set, because me have vision, you know. When me see, after we free up that, I me see all the people, and because I never want to speak on it. 30 years ago in South Africa, xenophobic was there. But the xenophobic was at an exemption when it come to high and high yard man. Because 30 years ago, South African still do. But you have to over what I assure you now. I tell you, say, Bloody Monday, I did there, I defend Shell House. No one never asked me who me that this defend Shell House from. Yeah. But those that know the history and the story know, say, the defense of Shell House was against the Inkatha. Who is the Inkatha? Shaka Zulu squad. Yeah. Yeah. So you have to know, say, badass and a light warrior come go up against the Shaka Zulu squad in order to defend Shell House. And the Shaka Zulu squad, them no like foreigners. Last week I talked to one of the members of the Shaka Zulu squad. And him tell me, say, him not take talk from Jamaica. And him not defend him gun from a hostile point of view, not take no talk from no outsider. And him consider I a outsider. So one have to be very careful when you hug up people in Africa talk about my brother. But I don't do that. No, me not hug up blood clot man and talk about my brother. Me not do that with no man. A man have to prove. Say me and my brother. Yeah. When me in Africa, my hand not come off of my gun. No time at all. Yeah. Me not look to the right and me not look to the left. I'm in the leg of my gun. So Africa run. Hey, a man threatened me one time, you know. A man threatened me one time, say me get me deported out of South Africa. And me tell him, say me boss a shot 9 blood clot, same way, cause it nah happen to me twice. Yeah, them not chain me up twice. And cause if them are going to deport you out of Africa, I chain them, I go chain you up again. Me not depend that. So before the, can I tell you something? You have to know. You see the freedom what we have in the West, yeah? That no exists in Africa. Me can tell you that. Me not try fool nobody, no. Me industry set no exist. Because after me down rally, and Bono Whalers have a song called, me tell you the things there. Me no there have tried fooling, you know, and trick nobody. Me I tell you where me experience in Africa. Me there one rally. Yeah. Me there one ANC rally. And Bono Whalers have a song called President Boota, the mosquito. And me put on the record there for my turntable. And when me put on the record, the whole place quiet. If you drop a pin, I wonder, how will happen look a while? Like me alone a skank to the song, President Boota, the mosquito. And one of my brethren whisper me and tell me, say, brethren, they must see you like you're an agent because that song you know appropriate to playing at this rally. You see that? And at the time, that song there was a hit song amongst the revolutionary vanguard. So Africa is a technical place to survive. 1 minute them will like you, and tomorrow them get up, and then they like you. So work that out. But now I go press it too hard because when I start my podcast and I tell you, say, me never find Africa, even though personally, me did find it sweet personally on a certain level. When you take a stock and look on the reality of what you're faced with, I take for myself. Some people say me a coward. Well, if you want to call me coward today, I'm alone alive today out of the 10 away where they going. The other 9 man, them dead. I'm going to say, repeat, the other 9 soldiers, them dead. And I there now, I tell the story of my team. I don't want to call it to hell and back. Yeah, that's what I want to call that, to hell and back. Yeah, but like I say, we have to get ourselves in line now and set up a government. Whether it will be a Rasta government or a EWF government, but we have to have some kind of government to organize and centralize I return. For those of us who desire us to return. Like I said to you, I am African from where I stand. And the struggle, I continue right here where I stand in London. So until such time, not gonna make this one too long or too complicated. Perfect love.